We have one dub, and then we have Core Store A Drive, and we also have Black. So we do still have 3 vets inside this.
Black needs to talk to me.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yes, he does. Black Summer.
Black? You have a minute?
Yes.
You have a minute?
Yes, Matthew.
Matthew wants to talk to you.
Okay, what's up, Matthew? I'm a little occupied, but I can spend a little moment for you. So what's up, Matthew?
I've showed you a lot of love on your panel. I've supported
Yes,
I've supported your battles and everything else, man. So you've been really quiet this whole time I've been up here.
Because the reason why I'm quiet is not because of you. It's because of my job, Matthew.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes. It's because of my job. I can't really talk as much as I really would like to. So, but yes, Matthew, I know who you are. I know you come up to my lives, and I do support you in any way I can, and you do support me. So.
Well, I got much love for you, man. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get a couple words out of you since I was in your panel for this long.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. So.
All right, man. We'll talk later.
Of course we will.
Shit, dude, that's one of my. I love this panel. This panel's awesome.
He like Black.
Do you think I get up in the panels with people like myself?
You left my dollar. I left
What's
my
that?
$2 on your table last week.
So Matthew, we all love and funny. We all love and humorous in here. So.
Give me a reach around, because then I would have responded.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he said a reach around.
We all jokes up in here, Matthew. We all jokes.
Reach around, boy. Reach around. Reach around.
You know what the most boring panels on this whole lives are? It's people like me times 8. It sucks. it's people talking about their dog and brother.
Oh,
panels like these.
And you know, I figured out who it was. It was that crappy guy. Because he also was in my inbox. Like, what? I don't know. Yeah, that crappy guy that was up here.
Crap.
Crap mouth.
Oh,
that's man.
Yeah,
he's been in our lives several times.
Yeah, and he was also in my inbox because you know how it says approved messages. And so when I went to approved messages, there he is with all that standard, you know, bullshit. You're a victim and la 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 whoop-de whoop and all that. So I know it was that crap mouth that even though I didn't do anything out of the ordinary, I didn't even curse, right? Now, when do y'all see me not curse? Ever?
Like ever. A lot.
Well, let me think about
it. Over on YouTube. Look at my bio. Come to YouTube. I'm over here roasting.
Come to Discord. I got all sorts of channels that are wild as hell.
But when I was
I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm gonna keep that name in mind. So if I see that fucker on any live I'm in, he's just gonna get kicked right the fuck off immediately.
Yeah. But real quick, Matthew, and the only reason why I was asking, because I hear what you're saying is like you're giving, I guess, 2 sides of a coin. It's like you did it for, I guess, what did you say? For direction, basically. But you're also saying that, okay, we shouldn't, but how many of them, even if you go through time, how many of them were actually necessary if you really think about it? Because you're just talking about that one.
Talking about conflicts that we've had.
Yes, foreign conflicts. I mean, there are some that were absolutely necessary, but even the smaller ones are still necessary because those people still have to live.
Listen, I would say most of the time, I would say 90% of the time that we've gotten involved, like especially not just on like small scale stuff. I'm okay with freaking, doing a drone strike on a dictator or something like that. But when we got military involved in any situation since World War II, it has caused problems. Let's just say take Iraq for instance. we armed Iraq to fight Iran, and then we had to fight Iraq they were using our own weapons, and then we armed Afghanistan to fight Russia, and then they fought us with the same weapons that we provided to them. I mean, it's just like these. Every time we get involved, it's like we cause so much chaos and problems, and we lose American lives, and I never see the purpose of it. I don't see how this benefits anybody except for the super rich who are producing weapons.
How many lives we lost in Ukraine?
I don't like fighting proxy wars with a nuclear power because they hit Moscow enough, and Russia thinks they blame us, and I don't want to be in that kind of beef with the nuclear power like that. And I'll start off World War III.
They didn't even fucking prove that they shit still feasible. Their equipment ain't 100%. Their button ain't on lock. Why y'all scared?
You're talking about the 6,000 you can met.
Okay.
How many of them do need to be working for it to in the world? Maybe like a tenth of those
balls because they're getting their ass whooped by smaller power, getting their ass kicked. That they're gonna end up pushing the button to end the world. You really believe?
If we start, if missiles that we provided to Ukraine start hitting their capital city, yes, there's going to be a response, and it ain't going to be pretty. They might just do Ukraine
in Russia in
but
23 seconds with one push of the button before they even get the majority of their weapons.
But why do we want to start to? Why do we want that conflict?
So we want.
Do we need it? Do we need that beef? Is that necessary?
No. My question to you is.
Well, Matthew. In fact, let me jump in on this. Yeah.
I'm waiting. Push me to the side. Right up front. Come on.
Oh, he's about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was trying to.
I'm sorry. I thought. Okay. Now, Matthew, you have to understand something. My bad, bro. Go ahead. I can wait.
I'm done now. Go ahead. I land. I'm over here talking on YouTube.
Go ahead, E-Dub. Go ahead. Exit before it gets upset.
Hey, Matthew, what you have to understand is this, okay? We don't have boots on the ground in Ukraine solely because of the fact that's why we're sending arms over there to help them supply so they can fight Russia.
Do you understand a proxy war?
Do you understand
if Russia was arming Mexico to throw missiles into our country?
Let me do this here.
And they hit Washington D.C. We're not just going to blame Mexico for that thing. We're going to blame Russia.
Have you ever been
supplying that?
Have you ever served in the military?
Yes, I have.
What branch?
Army. 4 years, 97 through 2001. Everybody on, you can't even get on the Black Samurai's panel without being military.
No, you actually can, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, you sneak
okay. Yeah, I served too, and I'm retired. Okay.
Shit, dude, that's my boy.
Yeah. Well, I served too because I've talked with you before.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that while we're forward deployed, and that is to keep the conflicts away from.
That's what they tell you. How do you think any of those things?
That's what I know.
You think Iraq?
That's what I know.
You think Iraq could have invaded the U.S. or Afghanistan or North Korea could have actually come to the U.S. and been like a
you have to understand that. Let's go back to 1950s. Okay, in the 1950s, you had
the Korean
War, correct?
Yes, all those things were not relevant back in the 1950s. They're just not relevant anymore.
Okay, now during the Korean War, who was back in North Korea?
That would be, I think it was China.
That's right. It was red. They used to call it Red China. That's who was backing them.
I mean, I lived there for a year, so I lived on the DMZ, so I know that.
So you know that right there was something that the United States could not really the United States is getting their butts kicked over there in that area, right? Just like they
What
did
I'm
in
saying
Vietnam.
is, I understand why it was valuable then. I understand why it was in place. I understand why NATO was in place at this time. It had reason to be there, and it was valued and it needed to be there at the time. But it's 2025, and neither of those things need to happen either now. North Korea is broke as shit, and South Korea is 10, 15, 20 times more economically more powerful. They can fend for themselves. They don't really need U.S. soldiers in there paying U.S. tax dollars to be there.
Well, the reason that's why the United States is there is because the DMZ is right there, so they know that North Korea, as long as we have a presence there, North Korea is not going to be doing anything towards South Korea. They're going to send everything out towards.
If South Korea just paid a little bit more into their military, they wouldn't need us to even be there to defend against North Korea. North Korea is like a third world nation, and South Korea is basically it's on the level of almost the same level as everybody other country, U.S., UK, Australia. They're on that level, and North Korea's they're in poverty. They try to put up a big front. They have 1 million soldiers, but they're basically armed with muskets. It's not a military.
Well, but you also got to keep in mind that their big brothers right just north of them, just on the other side of their.
You talking about the big brother who couldn't even beat Ukraine?
That big China.
China doesn't have the naval fleet to even come close to. Maybe they could take over. I don't know, Oregon, if that's
no.
China wouldn't even make it past Japan. Let's be honest about it.
Okay, yeah, they wouldn't even make it past Hawaii. They're done. They're not a threat to us.
Real quick, Matthew, I guess since y'all are talking about military and what everybody has, but hasn't it already been known that America supplies a lot of people undercoverly anyway?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. That's part of the military industrial complex. We supply everybody.
Exactly. But that's also, I guess, in that essence, if we're actually sitting here doing that and we're saying, hey, go ahead and go out there. But if we don't have anybody there and all the conflict, then we're scrambling trying to make sure that we're assisting. Because now there are some places I feel like they should have never intervened. But again, I'm on the outside looking in.
So where would you like to move? Where do you think we should
Can I ask a
move?
question?
What's up, Stout?
Hey, how we doing this morning? How we doing this morning?
Hold on. Hey, you doing that? Age, location. Who did you vote for? Age, location. Who did you vote for?
Over 40 Harris, Ohio. I wanna ask the one gentleman about we're talking about data and everything. Listen, it is a luxury. It is a luxury for us to be able to have military bases around the world. Okay, that is a luxury. And a lot of people don't understand that. And when they say the money that we put into NATO, well, there's a reason why we put that money into NATO, and that's to be able to have that luxury of having military bases around the world.
Why?
That's what our allies. Listen, hold on. Our allies is what makes us as strong as we are. Why don't people understand this?
No,
When people hold on.
They're not allies.
Hold on. We can't. When everyone keep on talking about America, we don't need anyone else. America, we don't need. No, listen, man. We are crap if we don't have our allies. Okay?
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We need trade
We are
agreements.
fortunate. Listen. We are fortunate. Listen. We are fortunate that we are able to have military bases around the world. Around the world. We are fortunate that these countries allow us to have military bases in countries.
Why?
Oh, man. Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious because why
I'll tell you why. So we don't have to. I'll tell you why. So when conflict breaks out, we don't have to worry about coming all the way back to the U.S. to re-up every time.
So you mean we don't have to protect we don't have to go back to the U.S. to protect other nations, not our own?
Oh God!
I don't get it. I don't.
Okay, Matthew. Do you know that we have? Do you know that we have we have the Army and Navy Reserves, Marine Corps Reserves, Air Force Reserve, and then we also have the National Guard, and the Air National Guard.
Not to mention we have more guns than we have people.
And we have the Coast Guard.
Pew pews, Matthew. Pew pews.
Okay, now here's the point that I'm making. Here's the point that I'm making. Here is the point that I'm making. The point is preach. Okay, all right. Here's the point that I'm making. The reason why we have people overseas, once again, is to keep the conflict over there. All right, and for you to say that we don't need NATO, that's asinine. Okay, the whole purpose of us being in those countries, besides keeping the conflict over there, okay, is also to help support them whenever they have a conflict or something comes up. Okay,
they can support themselves.
If they could support themselves, then we wouldn't be there. Okay, if they could support themselves, we wouldn't be there. It is necessary for us to be there. Okay, here's another thing for you. Here's another thing. Because see, you were Army, right?
Just listen. It doesn't matter what.
So when you guys listen, when you guys are stationed somewhere, here's the thing. When you guys are stationed somewhere, you guys are stationed at one spot for at least 2 years, right? Okay. See, I'm Navy. See, I'm all over the damn place. Something happens, you guys can't get there like we can. Because we're already out there. Only thing the president has to do is say, "Where's the nearest carrier?" And the Joint Chiefs will let them know, "Hey, this is our nearest carrier. This is where it is, and this is where." How are we going to get there?
America?
Say what?
What country are we can be protecting besides America? I mean, that's what you're talking about. To be there, right?
Now, what I'm saying to you is this. If there's a conflict overseas, and you are, let's say, like you're stationed in Korea, right? Okay.
Which I think we should.
Hold on. Let me finish. If you're stationed in Korea, or let's leave it with that. Okay, you got stationed in Afghanistan. Okay. And you're sitting over there, and there's some shit pops off, okay, and the Air Force can't get to you, and you need air support. Air Force can't get to you because of sandstorms, because they can't take off because they're coming from the land, okay. The only ones that can really come in there and save you, Uncle Sam's Yacht Club, because we can fly in from the water, do what we need to do, fly back, rearm, and then be waiting for something else.
Or we can let
we can go somewhere,
like
level it and leave, and nobody know what we were there except for the destruction we leave behind. That is how we operate. The Navy's purpose is to keep the sea lanes free for trade. That is one of the main jobs. The other thing is to be forward projected. So what now?
I'm okay with protecting sea lanes. Obviously, trade needs to happen. So you know what? Fuck the pirates. I don't care if we freaking glass Somalia. But what I'm saying is, obviously, we have to protect trade lanes, but we don't need to protect countries. The countries we're protecting, it's long past what it used to be useful for, and we're spending the money on it for. I think it's an advantage to be there, but advantage how?
Well, that's the thing about NATO.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, AD. So in other words, you're one of those that just believe that America can stand alone by itself and everybody else.
Yes, that's what he's talking about.
And what you're
exactly what he's saying.
But all the money that goes to the Department of Defense, then we shouldn't even have to sit here and spend, because that's not where he's drawing money from at all. I mean, I'm just throwing this all in context, because the most money that we're actually spending is the Department of Defense. This is where our majority of our money is going. But we're not sitting here taking money out of that, but we're continuing to hold on to that. But we can slice and dice everything else, but we can be on our own, correct?
So you want to spend all those billions of dollars supporting other countries? Why?
Do you see them taking it away? Do you see them taking it away? Yes or no?
Once you get out of NATO, which is something I support, I don't want us to be in NATO. It's a stupid. Germany.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Germany
No, it's not.
And Poland themselves could take over Russia if they wanted to.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. It was fortunate enough and I don't really care too much Marco Rubio, but it was a bill that Marco Rubio helped present before Donald Trump was able to get back in there, and that was basically it takes 2/3 vote to pull us out of NATO. So fortunate enough for us, we don't have to worry about that happening.
But I'm just trying to understand exactly where you're coming from, Matthew, because if something was to happen here, you okay with jumping back in?
Here? Absolutely fucking do. I'd be 100%. That would be.
But it's not going to happen, Matthew. It's not going to happen.
It's not. It's not. That's why you don't want to be over there.
Hold on. The host is trying to speak. He's trying to say, let me say this. Go ahead, host.
Let me say this. This going around the Marbury Bush conversation. Thank you for your 4-year service. I just wasn't fortunate enough to state of New Jersey had up there. I'm gonna leave it like that. But I respect anybody that stand up for themselves, sign on the dotted line. I won't somebody telling me that I will be much safer with us just still here, not having my soldiers everywhere to be watching our country like they've been doing for all these umpteen fucking since the military started. I had no problem with George Bush fucking doing him. You had no problem with presidents. I had no problem with no other president because this sack of shit want to vote and against our best interests and say that Russia was not the one that started this thing, and y'all not in the uprise about that, but y'all in the uprise about military equipment that's old that we giving to them to fight a war that we didn't got to put our feet down on. Fucking sick.
Preach.
Y'all sick. We're not losing one soldier. But for some reason, our weapons is whooping Russia's ass. And y'all looking at that as a bad thing because y'all got this false narrative. Oh, Russia's going to pull up and they're going to do something else. They think this is going to... I don't want to be for Russia. Take your ass over there and go live in fucking Russia like the people that went over there and Russia treat them like shit.
Thank you.
But I am done with this conversation. I knocked out 12 shirts listening to this shit for the last 30 minutes. And I'm done with it. Because if you don't believe in
say
NATO,
it, bro.
If you think that NATO ain't good for us, then you in the wrong spot, sir. I appreciate whoever the fuck you voted for. But at the end of the day, the people that always have our back is the ones I'm standing with. And it damn sure ain't fucking Russia. I don't give a fuck what Donald Trump say. I don't care how y'all want to switch it, call it a proxy war, wherever. But I know for a fact, if my money, taxpayer money, can go to the military budget and they can take 1% to put it over there in Ukraine to keep my fucking 3 sons safe from having to go to the military, I stand on that with them. So that's the difference. You might not got no sons, but I got sons. Even though they can't draft them because of the situation on the bloodline shit. But at the end of the day, I stand on that my sons don't have to go in the military like them people did in 9/11. That's why we fuck with NATO, to protect us. Because like I said, when we first had this conversation, you didn't have a problem with NATO when 9/11 happened. Y'all didn't have a fucking problem about 9/11 when NATO, all them countries ran together to protect America. You forgot that shit.
Exactly.
So now all of a sudden, this ass clown that sat there with foam spurs claiming he couldn't walk, but now he's a military expert. We got the lowest ranking person ever running our military, and you stand behind that? This man ain't never ran more than 4 fucking people. He was a reservist. But you standing up here talking about you want to get rid of NATO? You want the people that only went 4 years, but we got people up here that got more years than you and been in the military that's telling you wrong, and you still telling them they wrong. So on that note, sir, because like I said, I've been over here listening to shit for 30 fucking minutes. You have a very good day. Black will have his live up later on today. You can go up there and throw coins. Shit, whatever you do. But on my live, you are boring as shit, and I'm done. And you have a good fucking day. Peace.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matthew. We'll holler. Stop the kind, man. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate you off too.
That's fine. That's fine. I like fighting maggots. Hey, y'all have a good one.
All right, have a good one. All right, hey, bro. Now let me move back up. Bro, you got to take me up.
All right, man. Just sit over here.
What's up?
Balls. Like a fat dude. We supposed to keep listening to this goofy shit.
Hey, facts. These are
come up here. Come up here. Literally say the reason was quick reaction to go through any conflict in a matter of moments instead of coming from America.
Water in the refrigerator.
Absolutely.
He still did not say that.
The thing is if you were in the service, you're supposed to just know that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be just regular military strategy, common sense on why shit's around and why we have bases around the damn world.
Yeah, what's up? It's a whole movement on white supremacists. Can I finish what I'm saying?
Hold up. District. You loud as fuck.
You ain't even coming in showing a panel of respect. I don't give a fuck about Matthew in the comments. I don't give a damn about the conversation no more. You're moving past it. It killed the fucking lie. It killed it.
Yeah, but in fact, what I was saying, and that whole thing, every white person that you hear come up and they spew that nonsense, it's a white supremacist movement they trying to get achieved. And they've spilled the whole rhetoric, get rid of government. They think Donald Trump, they try to make this man a king, right? So they're going to say all the most ridiculous shit they want. It's a triple K movement they doing. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. They going to keep talking
Rebel,
like
I'm sorry, but you was loud as hell. Who? The Rebel. AKA District.
You have it. I go.
What's up, lad?
What's good, y'all?
What's up, D?
I did say good morning.
Love. Hey, did you get my text last week?
No, but I go look.
I sent you some to make me something. By the way,
he picking and choosing motherfuckers now. Let me be for real with you, Samurai.
Yes. What's up?
Samurai, you know how many texts I get? I don't pay attention to all of them. Fax for a while, Fax kept telling me he was texting me, and I was like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, he too big for us now. The live folk. Now he getting blown up by everybody, and he just said, fuck the old folk.
No, I would never leave anybody, my old people out.
I'm just fucking with you, brother. You know I got nothing but love for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so right now, bro, you said you was going till 9. It's about a half hour out from there. So what you want to do? I got my Gabe, my Uzi, and my nickel plated 22. Y'all don't know nothing about that Snoop. Back in the day, Snoop.
Man, we can go to 9.
Not present day.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna keep spilling that crazy stuff, man. I was listening and I was like getting mad down there, like, man, y'all have this listening to this fool, man. Get rid of NATO. Man, you a dumbass dude. Wait, and I bet you Donald Trump says today, oh, we're gonna help Russia fight. Let me see how many of these dumbass people gonna go out there and fight for Russia.
They already started that shit.
I tell you like this, Donald Trump already motherfucking sliding back on a lot of shit at the last week fucking rap.
Yeah, you heard what he said about Zelensky. That whole thing he was saying. He said he was just being sarcastic when he said he's going to end the war. That's why he ran on. Dumbass people.
I got something for you. What he said when they said their question was him and said, damn, who cut my brain? I had so much couple things I wanted to go out there to fuck their head up. Donald Trump at this present moment right now is asked, when he said on day one that he was going to fix all these so-called imaginary problems. And now you're sitting there saying that you just got in office and this is Joe Biden's Wall Street plan. How is that possible? Mega, please explain to me how he been in office going on 2 months and now all these tariff conversations, all this shit happening, and Wall Street going down because they don't got confidence in business no more with the government because you're not upholding the contracts that these people apply for during this saying this shit. And now you mad at America because Trump is now taken, but now you want to blame it on Joe Biden. Somebody please explain that to me. How the fuck is Joe Biden? If Joe Biden had the highest Wall Street numbers that you said, and I quote, people are investing in the Wall Street because they participate in becoming president again. Wasn't the exact word that man said?
Yep. Can I tell you what I'm saying? That's the thing with Donald Trump, because he knew when he came in office the last time he was under Obama, and that shit was good for a good 2 years until he collapsed that shit. So now he saw Biden shit was doing good, and it's going to be good. He did the most of destroying whatever, because then he's gonna say, "You see, the 2 years I came, the 2 years I came in, look how everything crashed. You crashed the shit. We watch you do it, but all these stupid ass MAGA people gonna come up and say, "Oh no, Biden, look what Biden did." When Donald Trump is with his tariff war and all this idiot stuff, the stuff that he's doing, is his fault. He's crashing the shit. It's like less than 2 months. He haven't even been there 2 months, and he's already doing the most. You know, that shit just crazy to me, man. I don't know. And they sit there and watch it, and Republicans are to blame. I blame them for all the shit that's going on.
But AD, bro, you were blaming the people that don't give a fuck about anything other than one goddamn thing. They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Like my man that was just up here, he like did the whole World War III thing, right? That's fear mongering.
Yep.
But at the same time, you can't fear monger people about the possibilities of World War III and then justify why we should not be in the NATO. You see how they did that dip and dive?
Mm-hmm.
And how you gonna talk about, we need to, for World War III, we'll be all right. We'll be all right with bases around the fucking world. That's how we'll be all right.
And then check it out, AD, A Drive, right? Check it out. Now, he also mentioned himself, Russia can't even beat Ukraine, but yet we supposed to be afraid of Russia doing anything to us. And when Dub was talking, I was like, hell no, China wouldn't even make it past Japan with the Navy that China got, for real. And I think Isaiah could even speak to that, or Black Samurai, because he was actually one of them veterans stationed in the Navy for the United States in Japan.
Hell yeah.
So how you gonna fearmonger China and fearmonger us with Russia when we know from a military standpoint that Russia would have a very hard chance to advance into Europe, even past Ukraine with our help? But we ain't supposed to be in NATO. And we know that China probably couldn't even make it past Japan because of our military presence in Japan, but yet we ain't supposed to be members of NATO. The fuck out of here. Nothing that dude said really adds up. If the math ain't math, then guess what? That shit ain't right. Because that math showed the fuck wasn't mathing. And I'm not military.
He sound like his daddy. His daddy don't know shit neither.
Daddy this, daddy dad.
The math ain't math. And fuck what you talking about. Period.
Yep. That's what I said. You God.
So that's the kind of people that you have under your control because they gave you a couple roses and gifts, huh, Mr. Black Samurai? Let's talk about that for a second.
You know the white people love me.
And whatever they give to you, they love to throw that shit back up in your face because now you a bought nigga.
What can I say? What can I say?
Okay, Jay-Z, what more can I say?
Anyway.
I don't know. She down there. She down there on mute, finna holler at somebody kid.
Look at that. Yeah, she looking. Yeah, she looking. You're looking at some kid.
Anyway, we'd like to let y'all know Tumblr's coming soon. Everything we got right now is on sale. We're going to 60, and we also going to t-shirts.
What do you think?
Well, look at this.
I told you so.
When is you going to see
Hillary and Michelle?
Hey.
Oh, hey, let me do that shit right now. I'm gonna go
off the back of it so I can get the shit because I can be printing it up because I've been printing since 3 o'clock.
See, look at her. See, now you got her attention, shaking her head and shit. She's still finna holler at somebody kid. Looking right above her nose. How her the top of her, whatever you call it, the forehead, how that shit was all scrunched down. Eyebrows, yeah, that's what they call. How her eyebrows scrunched down for a second. She told you she's finna holler at somebody kid. You can see it. Look, pointing a banana at him and shit. Look, waving a banana at somebody kid. See, now she doing the over shoulder look.
Yep. Here you go.
And now right back to eating the damn banana. She done waved the banana all that somebody kid. Now she right back chewing on it. and then she go to the other shoulder and put a smile on her face. Hey, yeah, you okay, baby?
You're the good kid. You're the good one.
I know she's picking favorites.
Yeah, everybody bounce this down and hey, yo.
All right, Pax. I send it to you.
See, told you she was gonna holler at somebody kid.
Motherfucker, I ain't trying to hear that shit.